Okay, hi everybody, it is me, Bonkai 922. So, Witch and the Beast, episode 10. Now, we're done with all the bullshit now. I mean, we had like 3 cases involving Ashhoff and Gudo, and 2 of them being actual witches, while one was just a phony. And finally, towards the end, we get the full meat of what's really going on. Of the witch who cursed her, and everything between. Now, this episode starts off with Hashoff and Helga, and basically he's taking her to the corridor, if my understanding is correctly. This is an area where you actually get in contact with people of their organization. Magical Ordnance Order. So they leave Gudo outside where they go through. And let's start off what happens with them. They have small talk here and there about Gudo, how she can't be here because she hasn't taken the oath and all that jazz. So they end up going towards the end. And the guy there tells him what room to use, you want to use, and he says 707. Hands him a black envelope, which happens to be of a witch. He reads it, he's shocked, and he runs off. Now we go back to Gudo, where a bunch of kids are telling her about a witch. After some pandering, they show her where the witch is. It's not a witch. It's this woman who was an herbalist. But when this happens, an executioner shows up. This happens to be the executioner, the brother of the guy that was killed. You know, the douchebag who was trying to steal the demon sword. It's his brother. He puts everybody in a different dimension, and he permits her some freedom of talking. He wants to basically know where his brother is. Yeah, his brother's fucking dead. That's basically what this whole conversation is. But it leads up to something. We finally, after 9 episodes, finally now, get our introduction into the witch that cursed Gudo. It took a while. Well, first off, we basically get a name. Angela. Now, from understanding of what's happening here, based on information that Hashoff gives, she is the origin witch. She's very powerful, blah, blah, blah. Now, the weird part of this exchange is the information we get from Angela in this conversation with Gudo. And this is what I understand to a certain extent. She references Gudo's body. Now, she references it as a witch's body. Now, this is just me speculating, but that's not Gudo's real body. And by the way, Gudo is not a woman. I finally put the pieces together here. That body that comes out of the coffin, that's Gudo's body. So, Holy shit, The conversation basically goes on the whole bit that she's the cursor and she's the cursed. They have a connection. She can't do anything against her. She tries to go for a kiss, but she blocks it. It's kind of a weird situation because Angela's stating that the order has gotten onto her. And she basically goes on a whole tantrum. By the way, we don't give an explanation of why she's cursed Gudo. But Gudo tells her that she's going to kill her. And she's like, I like that look in your eyes. She's like one of those kind of characters. So, Gudo doesn't really get hurt. I mean, she does. But she heals like crazy heal. And that's basically what happens. Now, the problem here is that Hashoff didn't fully heal Gudo. Not that it would have mattered. But this witch is very powerful based upon what is being done, what is being said, and of course, that executioner, oh my god, she destroyed him. He looks exactly like his brother. No arms, he's just a torso. I was like, yo, big time gore here. So we do see that happen when Hashoff shows back up. And finds Gudo. We see the body of the executioner just hanging there on the door. I'm like, and with these initials BLL. I don't know what that means. So basically, based on what I'm seeing from this episode of this witch that cursed her, all of what's been going on, is boiling down to this. Most likely, Angela, the curse that she placed on Gudo, has her, or him, I should say, inside of a woman's body. At least that's the interpretation I'm getting. Now, I don't know 100%. I'm only going on some aspects. Now, after this whole went down, Hashoff gets Gudo. They go back home. I don't know where Helga goes. She goes somewhere. And he prepares breakfast for her. And a fight ensues. She kind of hurts him pretty badly. Right in his ribs. But he reassures her that there was no funny business here. The only reason he did what he did was so she wouldn't hurt herself and blah, blah, blah. He heals himself. And he starts talking about the past. And I'm thinking, okay, next episode's a flashback. Which is what we're going to get. Basically, 3 years ago? I think that's what they said. I believe that's what they said. 3 years ago, when Hashoff, and Gudo met. Honestly, of all the witches we've seen, Angela, she's like one of those people like, she's a bitch, but she's not throwing it in the front field. She is definitely somebody who, and I don't understand this fascination she has, because it seems like in the episode, she was bored with other people. Like, she has this connection with Gudo that she just loves to, what have you. But anyway, that's basically where it goes from my understanding. So next week, we're going to get a flashback. I thought this episode was good. We now at least know where this is going. Unfortunately, there's probably only 2-3 episodes max left. So we're not going to get much here. And, it was good. I'm glad we got something. Rating wise, I give this a 9 because of how impactful it was. How we got to see at least a glimpse of Angela. And it was funny because Helga states witches only live for 200 years. And supposedly Angela lives longer. And that's saying that she's immortal. And there's going to be some kind of event with her that's going to be shown later down the road. So, that's basically it. So next week we get a flashback. We'll probably get another episode. I don't know what this is going to be like. Because I heard this show, this manga, is on hiatus. So, and I really question the studio behind this anime. Why would you do an anime of a manga that's on hiatus? Whatever. Anyway, good episode. We'll see how this all ties in. A flashback, and then I guess we'll have the final episode. I haven't really watching. I haven't been catching up to my animes, but I am going to. And the reviews will be coming in full force. Mostly anime series reviews. I'm going to forgo the first impressions of the shows I said I was going to do and just do an anime series review for them. So look forward to that. This is Mbaka 922. We have a name of the witch that cursed her. Angela. Kind of a bitch. She's kind of a bitch. Yeah. I'll see you guys later.